Hi. Hello, it's me, Steffi. Welcome back to the Shady Sakura channel. And today, I am hungry. Big shocker. Never seen that before with me, myself, and I. Now, I'm going to Hmart for one thing. Bean sprouts. Bean sprouts, you say. Weird thing to really want, but like, I promise you, they are amazing. They are great in ramen. They are super good if you blanch and then ice bath them and then marinate them. Oh my god. Oh, it's delicious. It's like weirdly hard to find fresh bean sprouts where I live. I've been to like 5 grocery stores and I could not find any bean sprouts. So now I gotta travel to Hmart just for bean sprouts. But I gotta make the trip worth it. So I'm just gonna get a bunch of their meal kits there and try those. So I'm heading into the Hmart now and I hate filming in public. I cannot stand it. I know, like, it's super normal now. And when I see people filming in public, I'm like, yeah, everyone does that. Not me. Oh, the cringe I feel, and I hate it because to be cringe is to be free. But it does just make me feel... I will do my best to film what I'm gonna get, but then we're gonna try a bunch of them. So I'm very excited. I am also doing like a side quest today, so we might see that. So funny story about this Japanese drink. It's called kalpis in Japanese, but they realized if you said that with a Western accent, it sounds like cow piss. So they changed it. I made it to my side quest, and it is medieval times. I'm so excited. I'm going with my friend. We're gonna have knights in shining armor fighting for our honor. It'll be beautiful. My inner theater kid lives for this moment. I love shit like this. Hello. The fair maiden hath returned.
We have found the witch, might we burn her?
And she is ready to eat. Okay, yes, I did have a fantastic time at medieval times, and everyone should go. And if you think it's cringy, I'm sorry you hate fun. Anyways, I'm back now, I'm ready to eat, and we're gonna start with our first meal kit. The first meal kit was the Soon Tofu Soup Kit. I think it's just trying to be Sundubu-jjigae, but it's called Soon Tofu Soup. It's weird. Anyways, it's Korean spicy tofu soup. So the package does only come with just the soup base and the tofu, but the instructions do say to add some veggies of your own, so that's what we're gonna do. To start, it says add 150 milliliters of water, but I need freedom units. So it said 5/8 cup of water. What is 5/8 cup? Like I know 5/8, it's 5/8 of a cup. But why does 5/8 of a cup sound so weird? Like, I'm not crazy, that sounds weird, right? Anyways, it just means little over half a cup of water. So I added the water and the soup base, and then I was gonna add some veggies. So for this one, I added onions, mushrooms, green onions, bean sprouts, and kimchi. I let those cook for about like 10-15 minutes. You know, you want them to soften up, absorb the flavor. Then I diced up the tofu and I added that in for like the last 2 to 3 minutes just to warm up the tofu. Then I poured some in a bowl for myself. I thought the soup flavor was okay. It did say it was like hot and like I thought it was just kind of like flavorful. I didn't think it was really that spicy.
It is still very hot, but it is very good.
But you must add veggies to this dish, because if you just try to make it like how some people make instant noodles, just the noodles and soup base, you're gonna have a sad bowl of watery tofu. You have to add stuff to make it a real meal. Overall, I thought it was pretty good, and I think I'll definitely try it again. The next meal kit I'm gonna make is gyoza. Now, I know some people are gonna try to say that's not a meal kit, but I'm gonna say that's quitter talk. Okay, it's all about mindset. Okay, and in my mind, gyoza is a full meal. In fact, any dumplings are a full meal. Mindset. So it was perfect for my midnight snack. Now, I prefer my gyoza to be like crispy. I like them a lot more crispy than I do like steamed dumplings. So I'm gonna try the pan frying method, which could be risky. So the instructions say just to heat up some oil in a pan and then drop in the gyoza. Now, I feel like that's kind of dangerous because it's just frozen water hitting hot oil. And yeah, it went exactly as you thought it was going to go. So I did end up just making like a little vinegar sauce to go with the dumplings because I love a sauce. But let's see how it tastes. Overall, I was not actually that impressed with these gyozas. I thought the filling was like kind of small, kind of, didn't really have much in it. But it satisfied my craving enough. Hello. It's intermission time because I need to dye my hair. So the answer is yes, if you did notice that I look different in my head talking segments, because I did dye my hair. And dye my hair right now. I don't know why I just took my hair down, because I still need to put foundation on. Foundation, you say? My tip for when you're dyeing your hair, if you do it yourself, is put foundation everywhere on your skin, like your ears, your neck, because then the hair dye doesn't get on your skin. I have been dyeing my own hair since high school, but I also hate spending money, and if it's gonna just be an all over color, I'll do it myself. When I was doing like the split dye hair stuff, I did go to a hairstylist in Korea, and that was expensive. But for something like that complex with like dye, bleach, different colors, I'll let someone else do that. You should be good about this and measure it. Am I gonna do that? No, I'll just eyeball it. Please don't dye your hair like me. Just my brilliant solution. The other thing that's not helping me at the moment is I am getting sick. But that's what I get for teaching a class of diseased children. So if you don't know, I substitute teach at some schools around where I live. And I've had this like particular class of 3rd grade multiple times, and I mean both classes at this one school. So they all know me very well now. And telling them that I used to teach in South Korea is a great icebreaker. And the kids love it. But it is so funny what they ask about Korea, because they're children. So they're not asking like, oh, so what do you think about some big political idea? They ask questions like, does Korea have pizza? Because they're 8-year-olds, but it's so cute. Now I've been using like a reward as their substitute teacher. If they pay attention and behave, I'll show them like a video about South Korea, and they are obsessed with like the convenience store snacks or like the street food. And it is so funny because now you have like a whole grade of 3rd graders obsessed with Korea running around the school saying annyeong, annyeong, because I taught them how to say hello. But now they're all being super cute because they know I'm going back to South Korea. And they're all like, can you bring me back a snack? I'm like, yes, of course. I will return all the way back to America to bring you a snack, my child. Okay, I'm gonna focus
I'm getting this hair stuff done. Alright. Hair dye is all in the hair. I need to go cleanse all of the hair dye off my skin. And off the sink before my mother tries to kill me.
Alright, time for the meal kit I was most excited for, which is the black bean noodles. Those were one of my most comforting meals to get in South Korea. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's just a thick, savory sauce with chewy noodles. I mean, who could not like that? Alright, so in the packaging, it comes with noodles and a sauce pack. Now, the packaging says to cook the noodles precisely for 2 minutes. Because if there's one thing about black bean noodles, you don't want your noodles getting soggy. So I set a timer and was exact. Then, once you pull the noodles out, you actually put the sauce packet in the boiling water to heat it up. And this is actually similar to some instant meals of black noodle sauce that I got in Korea. You can just heat these up in the boiling water. And the packaging is made that it's not hot or super hot when you pull it out of the water. You can still touch the packaging to cut it open and everything. It's not like you're gonna burn your fingers off. Now, I was pretty pleased with the sauce. It was thick, it had bits of onions, potato, pork, though I think they could have added a little more, but it's kind of normal for these instant packets to be a little skimpy compared to when you go to a restaurant and they're just piling all the good stuff on there. And the noodles were actually perfection. They were thick, they were chewy. Oh my gosh, this was perfect. Just what I needed while I was still getting over this cold, because the cold is only gonna get worse.
I'm fighting for my fucking life.
Now we've come to the last meal kit for this video, which is the cold noodles. And you are gonna see in these clips, I am on death's door. I look so over it. That's what I get for working with children. But I'm just really hoping these noodles are going to be refreshing because I had been wasting away in my playroom this whole day. So this packaging is similar to the black bean noodles. It comes with the noodles and a sauce packet. The packaging says to only cook the noodles for 20 seconds. Exactly, 20 seconds. And then you want to rinse them in cold water. I tried my best to do this, but it was a little difficult doing it one-handed because I was too sick and lazy to set up my tripod, which these would have been the meal kit to set up the tripod. But I got all the noodles out, rinsed them in cold water, and then put the sauce packet on them. The packaging also said to add 3 drops of sesame oil, so I did that as well. We follow instructions in this household. Okay, so my dumb self kind of forgot that with cold noodles, you need to cut the noodles because they're very long and they get tangled in themselves. And so I kind of sat there for a minute struggling, and I was like, I know I'm good at chopsticks. I know I'm not this bad at this, so why am I struggling? And then I was like, oh wait, I remember cold noodles are difficult. You need to cut them. So I got some scissors and cut them. I can't explain to you why I'm holding the chopsticks with my other hand in this very strange way, but I am. I'm not feeling well, okay? Now, the noodles were actually delicious, and they were actually pretty spicy. They took my stuffy nose to a runny nose, which was actually needed because I needed to clear out my sinuses. And the taste was pretty good. I did think some of the noodles weren't cooked all the way. Some of them were still kind of hard. So maybe you should cook them 30 seconds instead of 20. But other than that, they're good. And I'm going to go get some more next time I'm at the store. Well, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching and enjoying these meals with me. Let me know if you've tried any of them and what you thought. If you want more from me, check out my Instagram or my TikTok. A lot more daily content over there. And subscribe here if you're enjoying it so far. You can join the kingdom of Shady Sakura.